Hello, hope you have enjoyed our Cambridge short. We now have the chance to hear from our researcher, Surabhi Agrawal, and our creative, Ali Assaf, that collaborated on this project. Hi both. Ali, I'll start with you.
Hello.
Hello. Ali, I'll start with you. What did you need to know from Surabhi to start this project? What were the tools that you used to interpret her work? How was this collaboration? How did it happen?
Yeah, well, this was a really interesting collaboration for me because, so what I do as a visual explainer is I help people share knowledge and tell stories and explain big ideas, but I'd never yet done something that had to condense like years of chemistry PhD research into 90 seconds of an animated film that you could show anybody without any kind of grounding or background in the subjects and be able to understand and appreciate just how amazing this research is and the impact that it can have. So Surabhi and I, we kind of started by having so many conversations. We did talk an awful lot about, and Surabhi, you were so patient in explaining to me all the minutiae of your research. And I think from my perspective, it was a really interesting challenge to kind of choose, well, which are the most crucial bits that need to be there and what's the most kind of top level approach we can take to it, whilst also infusing the visuals with something that feels correct. And actually we did a lot of work, Surabhi, didn't we, where we took actual footage from your research, taken through like microscopes and things, and then almost like dramatizing them with kind of mark making and color and animation to bring out the inherent beauty in chemistry in the first place. I mean, I think when you showed me those X-ray diffraction things with the little starburst, I was just like, whoa, how cool is that? But yeah, I really loved working on it. And I think for me, just kind of having that chance to tackle something so complicated from my perspective and to have someone so lovely and patient to work with me and to collaborate with me to make it, I just loved it. What an experience.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, Ali. Now, Surabhi, I'll come to you now. And for you, what were your expectations at the beginning of all of this? You already had an idea about at the level you want to pitch this short, what the ideas you had at the beginning for this short, and did that change after? Just talk a bit about that, if that's okay.
So I think I got involved in this initiative mainly because I thought it would be an interesting idea to, create science outreach for the PhD work I'm doing, because I enjoy what I'm doing and I want other people to talk and listen to it and realize how cool it is. And so I just so I've seen a lot of I've come across other videos which are done really well, but usually in science videos when you go for outreach, it's about this is what the problem scientists had, this is how they solved it, and now this is the solution. And I thought it may be an interesting perspective to, rather than talk about we have come up with a solution, to actually talk about how science actually approaches any problem. So that was the idea we had behind the video, that we're going to show how do scientists actually break down a problem, what's the problem solving skills we take part in, engage in. And my PhD is on corrosion, which is like an age-old problem. It's older than chemistry itself, but it has a new the work that I'm doing is just basically using a new approach to it. And that was interesting. And so basically that was what went in with, it'll be interesting to do it. And I didn't expect to collaborate with an animator, but it was just such an enjoyable experience just talking to Ali and talking about what I'm doing. And it's just you sort of start living in your own bubble when you're talking, when you're doing a PhD, you talk to your group mates or you talk to anybody. When you're talking, you go in depth of what you're doing in your PhD, you start talking to, you kind of limit yourself to people from science background. I talk to my friends and my family, but after a point they just start nodding your head, they're nodding their head along and they don't really care. But here Ali had to get it because he had to animate it, so he had to get it. So it was just so much fun talking to somebody who had a completely different background and just making him see, oh, this is really cool, I think it's cool, do you think it's cool? And just visualizing it. And it was just like Ali was saying, the data, I think I had forgotten how vibrant the data we were collecting was, and he made me appreciate it more. So that was something that I really enjoyed being part of this, that I think I got a deeper appreciation of the work itself.
Brilliant. Well, thank you both so much. I think now Everyone should go back and watch the short again, because after this conversation, you'll feel you'll see it in another light. So thank you both so much for giving a bit of your time, and thank you. It was a pleasure to collaborate in this project.